Rockhold, Rockhold, Rockhold. Oh dear. Oh dear, that chin has gone and left. After that broken jaw, it has been broken again. And I think it's time for Luke Rockhold to retire because, hey, you can't take the shots at 85. Your style kind of requires you to be able to take a few shots. You can't take the shots at 185. I thought, in predicting this fight, that Rockhold was going to win. I thought that and I normally see this with everyone that moves up in weight, there's only good things to be gained, okay? You gain better strength, the weight cut affects you less and you're able to take more damage. You get better power, you get better speed, better cardio. None of that was in effect in Rockhold's fight whatsoever. He took a shot worse than he took one at 185, in my opinion. Maybe that's because Blachowicz hits hard. I doubt it because Blachowicz couldn't even finish old Chinny Manoa. Alright? So that's not the case whatsoever. But Luke Rockhold gets flattened again by Blachowicz in round 2. It sucks for the division because now no one cares about Blachowicz versus Jones. Let's be real. No one cares about Blachowicz versus Jones. I'm sorry that I have to break that to you. No one gives a fuck about that. Everyone was going to care if Rockhold went in there and head kicked Blachowicz and fought Jones. That would be an interesting fight. Now, Blachowicz gets the job done. Rockhold has no chin. Rockhold should retire. There's no more questions. Rockhold, you've had a good career. You've been champ. You've been Strikeforce champ. People don't realise just how long Rockhold's been around for. I mean, Rockhold was beating guys like Tim Kennedy and Jacare Souza in Strikeforce long before the UFC was as big as it is now. You know what I'm saying? And again, that left hand side. Bisping knocks him out with a left hand. Yoel Romero locks him out with a left hook. Bisping knocks him out with a left hook, sorry. And again, Blachowicz, left hook. Rockhold just don't like protecting his chin. I feel like he thought he could take a big punch. Because he took a big shot from Blachowicz in the first round. And he kind of shook it off. Then he took the head kick at the end of the round and it rocked him bad. Real bad. And one thing I was very surprised about is how fucking quickly Rockhold gassed out. What are you doing? I feel like he's not 100% in the game anymore. I don't think his head's in the game anymore. I think he's a model and a part-time fighter on the side. If I'm honest with you guys. And I think that's why he didn't go to AKA. Because I know, and he knows, he would probably get exposed by DC saying that this guy doesn't train. And just like shit talking him and stuff like that. Well, thanks for showing up, Luke, and all this. And I think he went to a different gym. The gym in Florida. Fucking, what's his name? I'm not going to Henry Hoof's gym, just so he can get a bit of time off, start fighting part-time. He gassed out after half a round. There's not really much else to say. He couldn't take Blachowicz down, which was a fucking huge surprise. Because Gustafsson takes Blachowicz down like it's absolutely, like there's nothing. Like it's nothing. Rockhold, Gustafsson takes Blachowicz down. And controls him there the entire fight. Yes, it was a while ago, but it still fucking happened. And Gustafsson is nowhere near the apparent credentialed grappler that Rockhold is. And Rockhold gets the job done. And gets knocked out. And everyone loves it. But I don't, because it's bad for the UFC. But Rockhold should definitely retire. If you can't take the shots from Jan Blachowicz, yeah, no, it's rough. It's going to be tough. You ain't going to beat Santos. You're probably not going to beat Smith. Your chin's gone. It left you a very long time ago. I like Rockhold. Listen, the selling point on Rockhold is his arrogance and the fact that he thinks he's better than everyone. And that only works when you win. And when you lose and get knocked out in devastating fashion over and over again in 3 of your last 4 fights, that doesn't work anymore. Like and subscribe. Rockhold should retire. Blachowicz should fight Smith next. And that's where we're at. Or Blachowicz should fight Alexander Rakic or Johnny Walker. Very interesting. Because after Jones' fight to Santos, I like the division's chances of dethroning him. I'll be honest with you. I like the chances of guys like Rakic and Walker of dethroning John Jones. So feed Blachowicz to one of those two and hopefully he gets knocked out. Like and subscribe. Click that. Goodbye. Goodbye.